Hi friends, so today I wanted to do a little video on my natural hair story. I've had quite the experience with my natural hair and just my hair in general and trying different things throughout my life, and so I thought it would be a pretty cool story to tell. And I'll insert pictures and everything so you guys can kind of see like the stages of what my hair went through. So basically, to start off, when I was younger, when I was like, you know, a wee little kid, my grandmother would do my own hair. When I was like first born, I literally had like a little bit of hair on top of my head, like hardly any hair. And after when I started growing my hair, I have like obviously really thick natural hair. And so my grandmother would always do my hair as long as I can remember. When I was like little, she would do twists and like pigtails and stuff or whatever. I can't forget like the term is, but like she would just do those flat twists. I'll show you guys a picture, but yeah, so my grandmother would always do my hair. And then when I got into like, I want to say elementary school, I started getting my hair straightened all the time. So I actually would go to the hair salon. My mom would take me to the hair salon and I would get my hair flat ironed, or back then it was like the press comb or whatever. Like, I'm sure some people are familiar with it, but some people are probably like, WTF. But yeah, so it's this comb that literally you put on the stove and it gets hot and then you comb through your hair to make it straight. Like, this was when I was like in elementary school before flat irons. Like, I think they had flat irons, but like this was the way that everyone kind of straightened their hair. So I did that, and so then my hair was heat trained for years and years because of doing all of the flat iron and the straightening for so many years. So my hair, my curls were like a little bit looser, but I always had natural hair. I never did get like a relaxer or a perm. When I was in high school, I had already been straightening my hair for a few years, but basically when I did get to high school, I was obsessed with straightening my hair and I would do it myself. So I got into the exploratory phase of like, okay, like I want to do my own hair kind of thing, which was like, yikes. I still went to the hair salon every 2 weeks to get my hair straightened, but in between I would like try to kind of do it myself. But I did go to a predominantly white high school, and so all my friends and everyone I know at my high school would always wear their hair in buns. And I don't know, like subconsciously I think, just because of being in that environment, I always wanted to wear my hair in a bun. So I would literally straighten my hair all the time just to put it in a bun. Like sometimes I obviously would wear it down, but like for the most part I like became obsessed with straightening my hair, and like everyone in my high school did it and everyone wore buns, so that's like what I wanted to do. So I did that throughout high school, and believe me, I'll insert some pictures. It was a shenanigan. It was a mess. But so that's what it was like in high school. And then in college is where like the whole thing kind of transitioned. So I never really played around with my hair in like elementary school or high school or anything like that, besides just straightening it. I never did like color or cuts or anything at all besides that. And then when I went to college, I like was really excited about college, and I was also very nervous about having natural hair in college, because it did take me about an hour and a half to straighten my hair anytime I wanted to straighten it. Actually probably like more like an hour and 45 minutes, and I was nervous like of going away. I went away to school, so I was like, okay, who's gonna do my hair? I've had the same trusted hairstylist for pretty much my whole life. So, well, I had one hairstylist when I was like a young kid, until I was like probably maybe like an early, like a tween, or not even, probably when I was like, up until I was like 10, and then she moved, and so I got a new hairstylist, and I've had her since then, and I still go to her. So I was like very nervous when I went to college, like, okay, who's gonna do my hair, blah, blah, blah. I wanted to be able to do my own hair, and that was a bust, because obviously it just took so long, and you know, I had courses and so many things going on. So my hairstylist recommended this treatment called the keratin treatment, and mind you, I had never had like relaxer or perm or any chemical in my hair my whole life, so I was not used to this at all. And when she told me about it, she's like, oh, it's not a relaxer, it's not like a perm, because it's not like permanent and it doesn't change the texture of your hair like permanently. I don't know, she gave me some explanation, and so I tried it. And that was pretty much the worst experience ever for my hair, because what ended up happening was that while it did make my curls looser and it did cut down my straightening time because it was my hair was easier to manage, it ended up like making my hair fall out. Like, it was really weird. Like, I had always done crazy stuff to my hair in terms of straightening and heat and stuff, and I would always go swimming, you know, chlorine, all that kind of stuff, and I never had any real issues with it. Like, granted, my hair always did stay like at shoulder length my whole life, but besides that, it didn't really, I never like had shedding or like hair falling out. So when I did to get this keratin treatment for college, I noticed like eventually, I think after like a few months, that clumps and clumps of hair were falling out to the shower and like falling out on my pillow. I'd wake up and there were clumps of hair everywhere, and it was like scary. It was like, oh my gosh, like, what is happening? So I attributed it to the keratin. And the funny thing is that my best friend also did the keratin treatment with me around the same time, and her hair started falling out too. So basically, it was like a shenanigan. I wouldn't recommend this to anyone. Granted, I think my hairstylist said it was a bad batch or something, or could have been a bad batch. I don't know, but never again. And it was like, it was so abnormal, the amount of like, it wasn't like even shedding, you'd call it. It was literally clumps of hair. Like, it was bizarre. So then I was freaking out because I'm like, okay, all my hair is falling out. I don't know what to do. So I went back to my hairstylist and I asked her for suggestions of what to do. And she actually recommended two options: braids or weave. And so for me, I had never tried either braids or weaves. Like, I had braids when I was a child. Maybe I can find some pictures of that. But I had like, you know, little braids or whatever, like in cornrows, like for summers and stuff, for like swimming. But I never really liked braids. And as soon as I hit elementary school, I was like, no, I'm not wearing braids ever again. But I just never liked the way it looked on me. So this is before like braids now are like all the rage and stuff, and they're back in trend and whatever. But before that, when she gave me this option, and I was like, definitely no braids, like that's an absolute no. And then she said weaves, and I was like, you know, there's such a stigma behind weaves. Like, okay, if you wear a weave, everyone's gonna say, oh my god, your hair grew so long overnight, blah blah blah, you know, all those little microaggressions that like give you a headache, and all the stereotypes basically that, okay, like, you know, if you wear a weave, you don't have any like real hair, and like all the negatives of weave in the Black community essentially. And I will admit, because I was young at the time, I was worried about that, and I didn't really want to like buy into that. I just didn't want to fall into a stereotype, honestly. That was like one of my fears when I was younger. So I think like as soon as she said that, I'm just like, oh god, like everyone's gonna like, you know, judge me basically. So and maybe I'll do a video on that too, because like that is really sad that I felt that way. Like, getting like it's not that big of a deal. Like, I'm almost embarrassed that I allowed myself to feel that way. I mean, granted, I was younger, but like it's just ridiculous. Like, you should never let stigmas or stereotypes stop you from doing something, first of all, and I know that now, but at the time I was really susceptible to criticism and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so she gave me that option, and then I was just like, can you explain to me the process of getting a weave and like the maintenance and like, well, what is it all about? And so she did, and basically you just braid your hair, your natural hair, and then you put extensions literally on top. You sew them in, or you could like do other options, I think, but I sewed mine in. And so I got that, and I think I was like a sophomore in college when I got my first weave. And I like didn't know what I was doing, but I was like, whatever, this is kind of cool. I could have like long hair, I could do kind of stuff with it. And then I became obsessed with weaves. So it's been like, I want to say like 4 years since then or so, and I still wear weaves. No, maybe it's like 3 years. And I still wear weaves to this day. So the great thing about weaves, and like why I became so obsessed and like addicted almost to wearing weaves, even though I obviously have like thick natural hair, is that they're so easy to maintain. And when you are someone like me with like very thick, I mean, you can't tell obviously with my hair straightened like this, but when you have very thick hair like me, it's so hard to maintain, and it's so hard to manage on a daily basis. Like, I can't just wake up in the morning and like run out of the house with my hair the way it is. Typically it's usually like a mess. And then when it's in its natural curly state, it's like, okay, I have to use all these different products. I have to do like different like ways to keep it so when I sleep, and it's just like so much to do that it actually becomes such a hassle. I mean, it goes without saying, like, kudos to all those natural hair girls out there that really put in the time to like make their natural hair work for them and make it look good. Like, I see so many people, I'm like, oh my god, like I really gotta do that at some point. Like, I want to learn to do bantu knots. I've just started doing like twist outs or trying twist outs and stuff, but it's just a lot of time, honestly. and I'm just like not really that patient of a person, to be honest. So I don't have the time and the energy to like want to sit down and like learn about it and do all the different processes. Whereas like with weave, you can literally, you don't have to care. You can go swimming, you can cut it, you can dye it. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm going on a tangent, but yeah, so basically when I first got my weave, I just got regular black hair to match my own hair texture, and then I think I had a little leave out. So leave out is just like, if you guys aren't familiar, it's just like leaving a little bit of your natural hair out to match with the weave and make it look more natural. And then when I went back to get a weave again, like I don't know how long after, I actually decided to get a little color. So I started with like a little like a brownish ombre, and then the next time I got like, I think I got blonde, like a blondish ombre. And the next time I went like almost full blonde. So yeah, it was like really awesome. I mean, it was probably one of the coolest things that I ever got to do because I have so much freedom with my hair now. Like obviously the weave has really made my, like keeping in the protective style of the weave has made my hair grow longer than it's ever really been in my life. So yeah, that brings me to now, and for the most part I do wear weaves. Mostly I do like to take a break every now and then to let my natural hair kind of breathe, and I think I've had my natural hair out now for like, I want to say like 2-3 months now, and then I'm gonna go back to the weave. I just love it, like honestly, and I'm like so excited about getting like different lengths and different textures, and just like you can do so much and play with it so much, and I really love that. So I'm gonna go back to that, and also it helps my hair grow because it's tucked away. So I am really excited about that, and I will film for you guys maybe like a little review of like my next weave or whatever. I don't know, but we'll see. But one other thing that I want to mention that I believe really has helped my hair grow a lot too, and has really helped me on my hair journey, is biotin. So I started taking biotin, which is the biotin for hair, skin, and nails, and I started taking that a few years ago, and ever since then I've really noticed like my hair, I think my hair and my nails especially are growing way faster than they ever were before, and they're much stronger than they were before. So I would definitely recommend that. So many people recommended it to me before, like, you know, years ago when I first started taking it, and I still continue to take it this day, and I really do think that that makes a difference, and that has something to do with my hair growing longer and stronger. So. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my little hair story, my little hair journey, which I will still continue to bring you guys on because I'm really excited about possibly doing some more natural hair videos and reviewing some more hair products, and, you know, talking about my weaves and like my extensions and, you know, what brands I like and stuff like that. So this is a really exciting part because when I was younger I really hated my natural hair so much, and I never wanted to show it, and I was so embarrassed by it, and I was so embarrassed when I first got my weave and everything. And so now to like share with people these things that I really like and really make me happy and I'm interested in and I can be proud of is really super exciting. So I hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching.